Apple's Q3 earnings reflect more records broken once again. OnePlus CEO teases how good the camera on its next smartphone will be, and it seems that German automakers want to snatch mapping away from Nokia. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I'm wondering exactly how much money would Apple have left after paying many countries' national debt. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today start with Apple as the company has seeded Beta 4 of iOS 9, OS X El Capitan, and also watchOS 2. Now, the company hasn't really provided details as to what bugs were fixed with the desktop operating system and the watch operating system, but in the case of iOS 9, we are getting the return of home sharing in addition to picture-in-picture mode for podcasts. So, yeah, major upgrades. Let's see when these changes come to the public beta. Now, even though these news haven't really become official, apparently it will have it in the next few days. German automakers like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi want to acquire Nokia-here-maps for around $2.7 billion, which is very interesting. According to the source, these companies do not want to depend on a Google Maps future, and they also want to work on their own self-driving cars, and they will need software for this to happen. Let's just see if it happens in the end, because these weren't the early companies that wanted to acquire these services. We heard that even Apple was interested. And the round of teasers for the OnePlus 2 continues as the company's CEO has just shown us a comparison of photos between the iPhone 6 and the OnePlus 2 and the Galaxy S6 and the OnePlus 2. And while we do see similar performance on macro shots with the Galaxy S6 comparison, it's interesting that he decided to compare it against the iPhone 6 in nighttime photography and not the Galaxy S6. Obviously, the Galaxy S6 is much better performing in this department, and yeah, it does seem like the camera won't be as perfect as we expect, because obviously he could have done a full comparison. Now, retailers have begun teasing what to expect for next week's probable announcement of the new Moto G. We're expecting that to happen. We've got so many leaks, but they kind of confirm the specs. We've heard of a 720p display, Snapdragon 410 in addition to other things, but what we hadn't heard of yet was the price tag, and it seems that it will retail for 199 euros, which is sort of around that amount in dollars, but we do expect for that to be a similar amount, meaning $199. We will see and keep you posted. And finally, for the very interesting news of the day, Apple's Q3 earnings are out, and well, the company has broken records in some departments. Starting with the iPhone, the company is up by a staggering amount by selling 47.5 million iPhones for the quarter. And where the company is down is in the case of the iPads. They're down to 10.9 million units, which is extremely interesting. But even more is the fact that the company was reluctant to provide Apple Watch numbers, up to the point where they buried these sales in the other department. And even though that department is up by $1.4 billion, which means, and according to them, that 100% of that revenue came from the Apple Watch, you could assume that they sold $1.4 billion in Apple Watch units. But the fact that they don't want to provide any solid numbers leads us to the question of the day. Why do you think Apple continues to hide these numbers from investors and everybody else? In my case, I feel that it's because the watch ended up disappointing in sales, but leave us a comment down below. What do you think? Friends, as always, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.